We are getting some breaking news at this moment on the broadcast. Let me quickly take you to this political story which is coming in from Maharashtra. The Mahayuti has in fact won the Maharashtra local body polls, the recently conducted polls in which the BJP emerges as the single largest party. The Mahayuti won 215 seats in the Maharashtra local body polls and 129 in fact seats have been won by the BJP. The Mahayuti swept from Vidarbha to Konkan and of course has also in fact made huge inroads in what was once seen as the Mahavikas Aghadi, the opposition's strongholds.
महाराष्ट्र की जनता ने फिर एक बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी पर और हमारी महायुति पर पूरे तरीके से विश्वास दिखाया है। फिर एक बार बीजेपी ये सबसे बड़ी पार्टी बनकर उभरी है। 129 शहरों के प्रेसिडेंट, नगराध्यक्ष ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के बने हैं। लोगों ने महाराष्ट्र की सरकार के कामों पर और जो विकास का एजेंडा हमने लोगों के सामने रखा उस पर मोहर लगाई है।
Right, let me go across in fact to my colleague Anuj, who is joining us at this moment with more details on this. Anuj, big shot in arm for Devendra Fadnavis and of course the Mahayuti, and all this happened, you know, just before the local body polls. There were all these murmurs and turmoil within in fact the ruling alliance.
Ankit, it's a huge moment for Mahayuti. You know, when you look at the fact that these are the first phase of the local polls. Of course, it did not constitute of the big cities because the municipal corporation elections will only happen next month. But the importance of this particular election is from the fact that Maharashtra at its very core is a rural state. It's an agrarian state where the politics of the state is very much determined by what happens in places like Vidarbha, Marathwada or the deeper pockets of Konkan. And it is in these 288 seats or centers that the Mahayuti has not just emerged victorious, but has in every possible way mirrored the result of last year's Vidhan Sabha, when we saw that the Maharashtra Aghadi struggled to cross the mark of 50 and the BJP was cruising way ahead with a number of close to 130 seats. And a similar sort of a reaction or a result is seen this year around as well. As you said very rightly, the highlight of this election is the consecutive victories of the Bharatiya Janata Party. But the biggest highlight or, bigger concern for the Bharatiya Janata Party in this election would be the performance, the extremely positive performance of Eknath Shinde's party. Because this was one of those elections where the opposition had pretty much given up from the fighting, right? We could not see any of the top leaders go on the ground and campaign for their workers. It was mostly infighting. Leaders or candidates from Mahayuti were fighting amongst themselves at the very local level. And since the split, this was the first time that Eknath Shinde was locking horns with the BJP itself. And in this big, tough fight, he proved the mettle of his own party as Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena clinched 51 seats out of over 300 seats that they had fielded, a strike rate which was even better than the Bharatiya Janata Party. More importantly, what this does is that it kind of serves as a semi-final for the upcoming municipal corporation elections that I had mentioned earlier. Right. We are already in the model code conduct period for the upcoming BMC polls, and the results today are going to determine a lot of things.
Can I understand from you, in fact, the impact this is going to have on the BMC polls? Because this is where Uddhav Thackeray, and his party would be hoping if there is some sort of a resurgence or for them to in fact stay relevant, the BMC polls with both the Thackeray brothers coming together is actually a do or die battle for them.
Well, BMC polls become extremely crucial. And if you have to look at the history since the last couple of months, as we were leading up to these local polls, it seemed that the Thackeray brothers or the opposition as a whole was not interested in these local polls at all. Well, on one hand, we had the Chief Minister addressing close to 50 rallies across different rural and remote centers in Maharashtra. We saw no rally from the likes of the Thackeray, Aditya Thackeray, or any of the top guns from the Mahavikas Aghadi, which was really a worrying sign for the opposition. But as you said rightly, this does put an interesting light on the upcoming BMC polls because the Mahayuti parties, especially BJP and Shiv Sena, will be riding high on confidence. It also makes the negotiation between them for seat sharing more important. But as far as the sport or the game of optics is concerned, that is definitely where Uddhav Thackeray's party has been pushed, has been put on the back foot, because all the Mahavikas Aghadi did